It behooves every man to remember that the work of the critic is of altogether secondary importance, and that, in the end, progress is accomplished by the man who does things. Absence and death are the same, only that in death there is no suffering. Leave it as it is. The ages have been at work on it and man can only mar it. Every reform movement has a lunatic fringe. 9/10 of wisdom is being wise in time. I don't pity any man who does hard work worth doing. I admire him. I pity the creature who does not work, at whichever end of the social scale he may regard himself as being. Obedience of the law is demanded, not asked as a favor. It is essential that there should be organization of labor. This is an era of organization. Capital organizes and therefore labor must organize. Appraisals are where you get together with your team leader and agree what an outstanding member of the team you are, how much your contribution has been valued, what massive potential you have, and, in recognition of all this, would you mind having your salary halved? The most successful politician is he who says what the people are thinking most often in the loudest voice. The human body has two ends on it, one to create with and one to sit on. Sometimes people get their ends reversed. When this happens, they need a kick in the seat of the pants. I wish to preach, not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of the strenuous life. The one thing I want to leave my children is an honorable name. The boy who is going to make a great man must not make up his mind merely to overcome 1,000 obstacles, but to win in spite of 1,000 repulses and defeats. The American people abhor a vacuum. Wars are, of course, as a rule to be avoided, but they are far better than certain kinds of peace. For unflagging interest and enjoyment, a household of children, if things go reasonably well, certainly all other forms of success and achievement lose their importance by comparison. It is difficult to make our material condition better by the best law, but it is easy enough to ruin it by bad laws. A typical vice of American politics is the avoidance of saying anything real on real issues. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president is morally treasonable to the American public. No man is justified in doing evil on the ground of expedience. The pacifist is as surely a traitor to his country and to humanity as is the most brutal wrongdoer. Rhetoric is a poor substitute for action, and we have trusted only to rhetoric. If we are really to be a great nation, we must not merely talk, we must act big. Germany has reduced savagery to a science, and this great war for the victorious peace of justice must go on until the German cancer is cut clean out of the world body. Probably the greatest harm done by vast wealth is the harm that we of moderate means do ourselves when we let the vices of envy and hatred enter deep into our own natures. No great intellectual thing was ever done by great effort. No people is wholly civilized where a distinction is drawn between stealing an office and stealing a purse.